Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Jennifer Deanna. I hope you all are doing well. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead, click the button so you can see more videos like this. So today, this is not about sister locks today. This is not really a faith-based video. This is about teaching ESL online and signing up with the company Cambly. So there are thousands of companies out there you can sign up with, which is good for everybody because it's enough work out there for everyone. But I usually teach children through VIP and another company. That's another video. I enjoy teaching the kids, and I do get paid more money teaching kids online than I do teaching adults. But to supplement a little bit more income coming in, I decided, let me try my hand at online teaching with adults. I've taught adults in person, face to face at brick and mortar businesses, schools, universities, and I also used to supervise ESL teachers for an adult education program in Houston, Texas. So I'm really familiar with the world of ESL. I've been in and out of it for the past maybe 13 years, and I truly enjoy it. But I've never taught adults online. With the kids programs, they're so structured. You have a lesson, you teach the kids. The majority of platforms out there for teaching kids ESL, there is a structured class. So it's kind of easy to follow. You just have to be animated and have a lot of personality. So stepping into the ESL online world for adults was different for me. So I decided to go with Cambly. I signed up with Cambly about 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks ago, 14 days ago, 10 to 14 days ago. I can't remember, but a lot of people on Cambly have been saying it took them 3 months to get approved, 4 months to get approved. I'm not sure why I got approved in 10 to 14 days, but it was kind of like that, which is still slower than other companies. I have another company I will share with you in another video where it took like a day or two. So anyway, I filled out the information. It's quite easy, like at Cambly.com or what have you. I'll put that in the notes for you guys, and my referral code so you can use me if there's a referral code. So I have to research that before I post this video. But it was basically application with your profile information, name, all that information with English, your do you speak English, your education, you add all that. If you have a TESOL, a TOLOF certificate, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I do have a TESOL certificate. You can Google that online because that makes you a little more marketable. I did that certificate in 1 day. For some people, it takes them 3 or 4 days. I just hunkered down while my kids were in school and I worked it all day long. So I got that particular certificate to make sure that I was a little more marketable with my degrees and everything. With Cambly, you do not have to have a degree. So that's also a plus. So after I submitted everything, and they also want you to do a quick little video as well with Cambly. You just download it to Cambly, what have you. You can do it on your phone, and it's really simple, really easy. It should take you about 10 or 15 minutes to fill out the application. And then you have to wait. And wait. And then they'll let you know if they've accepted you as a tutor, and you basically get started. There's no other steps. You don't meet anyone face to face. They send you a great tutor guide that you can actually read through. If you have questions, it's online. Plus, they will also send you a link in your email when they give you the offer. Everyone gets paid 17 cents a minute. I know that sounds horrible. That's why I couldn't wrap my brain around it. But it's not that bad. It equals up to $10 an hour, which I'm not looking at this to totally pay bills for me or anything. It's just a little extra money coming in. If it pays bills, great. If it doesn't, I'm okay. If I choose to keep doing it, it's okay. If not, it's still okay. So I get on Cambly yesterday for the first day. You download everything, you go into their little portal, they'll send you the information to get on their tutor portal, and I wrote some notes. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the first day I took a couple of calls, and after that first hour, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this. but I pushed myself because I signed up for priority hours. Priority hours are slots that you can sign up for. They may be from 2 to 3. They may start at 6 a.m. to 11 o'clock at night. It just depends on the day and what's priority for them. So I scheduled from 2 to 3, no, from 3 to 4 yesterday. But then I got kind of bold and bossy, and I was like, I can do this now. So I did a slot from, what time was that slot from? It was from about, I would say 1 to 2. It was 1 to 2. Between that 1 to 2, 60 minutes, I had 3 calls. Out of the 3 calls, I enjoyed 1 call. That's not too bad for the first hour. And it was a young lady from Korea who just moved to Houston, Texas. So we vibed over that because I lived in Houston, Texas for 5 years. So we had a great conversation. But after that hour, I was still like, I don't think I'm going to do this. I don't think the adults to me. I don't like this. But I didn't want to cancel the 2 to 3 o'clock hour because I signed up for it and I wanted to keep my little word to myself. So I went back on from 3 to 4 is when I went back on. And I had 3 disconnect calls, people, 3. So people will come on, they will see maybe they don't think you're cute. Maybe you're not what they're looking for and they hang up. Fine with me. But I had 1 other call that was okay. Didn't go too well, but it was okay. It looked like a 13-year-old boy who needed help with the answer on his schoolwork. So he basically held up the book and I answered the question for him and we were done with the call. So the second hour that day was not that successful, but from the first hour, the young lady in Houston actually booked me for the following Thursday. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not quitting. I'm gonna stay with it. But you guys, it's okay. So let's keep going to this morning. I decided after I did my first classes with my kids, the companies I work with early in the morning with the kids, I decided to jump on and do a 6 to 7 a.m. call with Cambly. And I got 2 phone calls within an hour, but you got to understand, even though you're sitting there for an hour, you just don't have to sit for an hour. There's a ringer that rings that'll tell you have a phone call. So if you are reading a book or jotting down notes for something or working on a computer for something, you will hear the phone call. So you're not just sitting like a duck for a full hour. That's the beauty of this too. Call comes in. I got a call from a gentleman. We stayed on the line for 30 minutes. Excellent call. I heard about his goals, his accomplishments, what he was trying to do in the future. So that gave me a little juice. I was like, okay, Cambly. Then all of a sudden, my little total went up. The money they owed me, a little extra $6. I was like, okay, Cambly. We might work together, Cambly. We can do this. So the beauty of it is you click the button history in the portal and you see after each phone call, the money adding up. So by this weekend, I might have maybe $40, $50 in my little account if I stick with it. If not, it might sit right there at $20. It's okay. It's all in what you want to do. So with Cambly, there is no set schedule. Very flexible. In the beginning, when you start with Cambly, it is good to schedule the priority hours because when you sit on priority time, if you schedule that 2 o'clock priority time, you need to sit on the computer from 2 to 3 p.m. And the calls, they will direct calls to you. And that's how you get your regular based people. Right now, I like the priority calls. I don't know if I really want regulars, but it would be nice to have a few regulars, I guess, if that's, what the company would like. But I think it might not be that bad to have a few regulars as well. But I do like the flexibility with not being confined to a particular time. So like at 5:58, I jumped on and took the 6 a.m. slot because I just decided 2 minutes before 6 a.m. I'm gonna sit here for an hour, and it worked to my benefit. So I sat there for an hour. I got 1 phone call. I made an extra $6. Sometimes you can make that $10 in that 1 hour, but I'm okay with just that $6 that hour because in between calls, I was on the phone with my sister. Next hour I do it, I'm going to be reading a book. So it's really just flexible, and so far so good. It's a thumbs up. At one point yesterday I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to stick with this. But I would say Cambly is a thumbs up. Give it a try. You don't have to have a degree. You schedule it however you want to schedule this, people. And then you don't have to take calls in just the priority hours. You can take calls all times of the day if they come your way. So I would say that is an easy way to make some money. It was not really an interview process. It's just an application process. You do an intro video, and look at some other videos on YouTube about the Cambly platform. It's a winner chicken dinner with me. I know that was kind of corny, but I say corny stuff sometimes. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Subscribe. I will be putting videos on the children's platforms that I do work for. I get paid double that an hour. A lot of those platforms, you need degrees to teach on those platforms. So I will definitely share my experiences on those particular platforms. And I have another adult platform that I just got accepted, got an invitation for an interview. It's Tulo. Don't know much about it, can't find a lot about it online. So when that interview process is over with, and if I start teaching with them, I will let you know. And I might have to choose between the two, Cambly or Tulo, Cambly or Tulo. But we'll see, because I don't know all the logistics of it just yet. So be blessed. You know, guys, in this season of making money, no one in America should be broke. There are so many ways to make money online, and this is just one way I share with you. If you like to talk, which I do, pick up the phone with Cambly. Sit right there and talk. Pick up the computer. Your headset is all you need, a laptop, and they will have you to test your computer to make sure all the speeds are up to par. You need a clean background. I like to go with a simple background like this. I actually use it in my children's classes as well. You need great lighting as well, which I do have the umbrella lights, 2 lights beaming down on me, plus the windows are open, which makes excellent lighting. So you just need those things to get you started. And I mean, it's only $10 an hour. It's not a lot, but in that hour, you can be reading a book when you're not getting a call, or you might get calls back to back. I don't know. I'm still trying to gauge what are the best hours. The 6 to 7 a.m. this morning, I got 1 phone call. 1 to 2 p.m. yesterday, 3 phone calls. 3 to 4 p.m. yesterday, I got about 4 phone calls. So yesterday was Monday, today is Tuesday. So we'll see. So I will probably give you another update in a few more weeks with Cambly and see if it's something I'm sticking with. So far, so good. I'm going to press through. And oh, one other thing, and then I will let you go. There are lessons that you can fuse into the phone call, and your students can see them. You can split the screen in the portal, and there are lessons you can go through too. I have not tried a lesson, but I may try a lesson this week with a student. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I do respond to questions. If you just need some encouragement to do this, I'm here for you. And if you want to sign up with Cambly and they have a referral link, I will put it down below. Use my referral. You can send me questions, what have you, and I will answer. Thank you. God bless. Peace, and subscribe. I will be coming out with more ESL videos. Bye-bye.